think definitely try to find that time that works for almost everyone. Like first thing you do, because like we said, we had I think 2 times that it was like, okay, these 2 times, meet at this 2 times every week. And even like the first weeks when you don't know what you're doing, like it'll help.
Another thing I realized was that when we had every single one of us at a meeting, we got so much accomplished. Not that like we didn't get things accomplished within meetings of 3 or 4 people, but just if you can get that time with 6 people, even if it's for an hour, go for it.
I think for us the biggest thing was our Excel document where we would go week by week and list out all the things that we wanted to accomplish that week, and I think a little bit later we started to prioritize things on the list and like assign people to do that, and I think at least like in the beginning stages that was like one of the most helpful things to just gather all of that information that we needed.
Yeah, and if you like have finished something, you can mark it off on that Excel list and see, oh, somebody hasn't finished something or something hasn't been assigned to someone. So you always had something more that you could jump in with and help out with.
And we had a group text message as well that we would communicate throughout the week with, you know, fun things and things for the project.
Like we had the master Google Doc where it would be like a summary of the last meeting and then a task for every person to do before the next meeting, and it just helped keep all of us motivated and accountable.
That's how we ended every meeting, just like, okay, you're doing, like, so everyone knew what they were supposed to be doing, and kind of what we were saying, like, keep each other accountable, like, we all know what everyone's supposed to be doing, so I feel like that was really helpful.
I also think you should like really hold your group accountable and push them for more, because especially at the very beginning, I felt like I was just doing one small thing a week, and I was like, I can really do more, and I felt like Ashley, who isn't here right now, like she was doing like everything at the beginning. I was like, actually, like there's 6 of us here. Like you don't have to take it all upon yourself. Like we want to help you out. So just like really encouraging people to like do more at the very beginning. Because we worked that out in the end, and like we're a lot more balanced. But at the beginning, that really sets the stage for how the entire semester is gonna go.
And also, if there is somebody that's taking on so much, just tell them, like, give us some of this work.
Yeah. When you're presented with the project, just diving in head first and getting as much information and throwing as many ideas at it as you can.
I think starting early, start everything early. Like any assignment you ever get, just start going on. Because I feel like all of us have, and like each time a deadline came around, I was like, man, I just wish we had like one more day to perfect this, or like I just wish we had a little more time to like get this to where we really want it to be 100%. Because we're always like rushing at the last minute to get it done, but you just like start everything as soon as you possibly can. And also the research that you do and the ideas you come up with is always going to take more time than you think to like come up with all of the research you want to support your point. So just start everything early.
I think doing a lot more research up front would have been helpful. I felt like we were all doing research, but it wasn't in the right spots.
Right, like
and
knowing what to research, what we're trying to get at might be helpful.
Maybe having a little more guidance in that sense at the beginning would have been helpful, because I felt like there were 2 weeks where we were all working really hard, but we didn't get anything out of those 2 weeks really.
Yeah, so that was stressful.
Yeah, I just remember making like a Google spreadsheet. I was like, okay, we're doing this, but once you check it out,
our first 2 drafts were so bad because there was just no data. So
yeah, I think our first draft had nothing except for it's just like the basics.
Yeah,
like this is
I
what
think we just copy and pasted his template.
Yeah.
One big thing I would say is if we had contacted people so much sooner, like we could have done, like I feel like our presentation encapsulated more or less the entirety of like everything, and I think we did a really good job. But if we had contacted people sooner, there's so much more that we could have done. So I would say like to future groups to literally come up with every idea you can. It doesn't matter if it's quality, if it's not, but like send out contacts or like send out emails and calls to like people who you would ever consider like talking to about this subject, because like that could be useful. Like partnerships are always useful, so try to get all of that done at the beginning before it's too late too.
Yeah, I think, I know I'm pretty stubborn and like to do things on my own, and so like, yeah, I've been told like use your resources, but like this class forces you to more. But I still encourage, fellow students to definitely right away start like figuring out what resources you can find, if that's people or like professors or people on campus or even family back home. Like I didn't even think about reaching out to my own brother, which was in a fraternity and trying to stop smoking at another campus until like the week before we present this, and I'm like, what was I thinking, So really just kind of think about all the resources in general that you could use right away.
And I would say read his comments, because they're very personalized and they're very helpful, and reading them along the way is really encouraging. I thought of one more thing, one more suggestion.
Okay. Sure.
Talk to your coach as often as possible.
Yeah.
Because our coach was incredible and she was so helpful, and we even got to do a mock presentation in front of a group of her colleagues, and that completely changed our case. So.